Second-hand Volvos are expensive to maintain. Parts for these old Volvos are not available in South Africa, and buying an old high-mileage Volvo will ruin your life. Well, that's what a lot of people say anyway. So I bought this 2002 Volvo XC70. It's a 2.4 turbo from WeBuyCars at an online auction. You can go check out the previous videos. Main reason I bought this car is to find out how bad is it really. So let's chat about finding parts. As you would have seen from the previous video, the first thing I want to do is replace the timing belt because I don't have a service history. It is riding on the edge and I don't know when last it was changed and how old it is. I started off by emailing all the Volvo specialists I could find in South Africa. I think there were about 4 or 5, and Volvo South Africa as well as Goldwagen. I also checked on Amazon. This is what I found. Okay, I'm actually busy here removing this boost bazooka because we want to get into the intake. I want to take it off to inspect the PCV at the bottom there. Okay, so the first reply I got was from an independent Volvo specialist. I'm not going to name the name. And the quote for a timing belt kit, water pump, auxiliary belt and auxiliary belt tensioner was just under 9,000 Rand, VAT included. So the first thing I asked them is what brand of timing belt kit is it and what brand of water pump, and I never received a reply back. Ooh, the other clamp sits under there. Luckily I can reach it because it's looking my way. I think that goes onto the turbo pipe. Now we can pull the boost bazooka. So Volvo SA was actually super helpful. They phoned me probably about 10 times. Firstly, for the service history that I found on this car, which was unfortunately only up to 60,000 kilometers back in 2005. They said I must contact the local dealer, which is Mbombela, to get parts. And I just left it there because I assumed the genuine Volvo parts will be very expensive. And good aftermarket parts will be just as good or exactly the same without Volvo stickers on it. The only other reply back that I got from all my emails was Goldwagen. And they immediately sent a quote for timing belt kit and water pump, auxiliary belt and auxiliary belt tensioner. And in total, it was 4,340 Rand. They didn't specify the brand, so I asked them back via email what brands is it. So they replied back that the timing belt kit and the tensioner for the auxiliary belt is INA, which is good, and the auxiliary belt itself is Dayco. So those are known brands. I'm happy with those. I replied and asked what brand the water pump is, and they never replied back. So I also left it there. Oh, I think this boost pipe, or whatever this is called, is out. With cars like these, it's a bit of a mission to find the correct parts online. So you have to be careful because there's so many different models that share the same parts, which is nice, but also makes it difficult. So on Amazon in the US, I found a AutoZone kit, water pump and timing belt kit for 3,850, which is not bad. AutoZone is Japanese. It's the guys who built this transmission. So I would have been happy with that. That's without the auxiliary belt and tensioner. I'm sure I could have found it there as well. The problem is it'll take 2 weeks to get here, and I want to get this thing running ASAP. And also, if it's the wrong parts and you have to return it, it's a bit of a mission. Now, that price included shipping and duties. So at least I have a backup at Amazon. That's not bad. It's nice to know. And these cars are very popular in the US. So if you're willing to wait a bit, that's where you can find some parts. I want to clean up under here, so I'm going to remove this cover. I also need to unplug this hose and possibly one of the coil packs. Oh, I hate it when there's bolts missing. That just means someone in the past didn't care too much about the car, which is sad. So then I went to the local AutoZone to take a chance, gave them the VIN number, and they easily found all the parts in various brands. So I ordered a Continental timing belt kit with the idler and the tensioner, a Dayco auxiliary belt, and a Dole's water pump. Now I know maybe not the best brand, but they've been making water pumps for, I don't know, more than 80 years as far as I know. So it's probably not the best parts, but it's mid-tier to good aftermarket. So that in total was 2,570 Rand, and it'll be here today. So only one working day. There was a weekend in between. So I got this cover off. There's two nuts missing, and I see it looks like someone grounded something there. I don't know if this all looks original. I don't like that. Anyways, the cover's off and we're going to clean out all the oil there. I think it must have leaked past the spark plug seals because of the pressure of the PCV. So the lesson is, if you buy a second-hand car, shop around for parts, do your homework, don't accept the first quote, especially on luxury European cars like these and Mercedes and BMW and Audi. And then when you find the parts, regardless of where it is, even at specialists, ask what brands it is, because you want to get at least mid-tier brands, not the cheap Chinese stuff. Then you might as well order it from AliExpress, which I could do for this car for much cheaper. I'm not going to risk that. Anyways, in the next video, hopefully we'll have the timing belt kit. We'll throw it in there. First time I'll be doing that. And we'll keep digging into the PCV system to see if we can solve that pressure coming out of the oil filler cap. Thanks for watching. See you next time. So this is what it looks like. But there's the oil trap that I want to inspect. I also see they didn't even bother with this little pipe. That's not great.